Hello, this is Richard at We're Not Wizards. Thank you for joining us. Today we're going to have a quick look at the Artemis Project and what you can expect when you open the box, because this game is going to be kicking it off at Essen, and I know that backers are in the middle of being fulfilled as well. So for those who are wanting to see what's inside the box, here's a quick unboxing for you to take a look. First thing to look at is the artwork's fairly striking on this. I'm always a big fan of kind of like nice and striking kind of artwork, and I must say I'm fairly impressed with this delicious front cover from Grand Gamers Guild. Some of you might remember that we actually had Mark Spector on the show round about the time that this campaign was live. So let's take a look inside, shall we? Your standard instruction booklet as per normal. It's not millions and millions of pages, which is quite interesting. However, look at the back. There is something which is really interesting, which is if you flick inside, you got something called a shake ship. What's a shake ship? Well, a shake ship allows you to put all your worker meeples inside, put your colonists in there, and then as you draw them, you shake your shake ship to release yourself a little colonist. That's very exciting, isn't it? And then we've got the actual game board. And it's a beast. It's an actual... it's veritably tiny compared to a lot of game boards that I've seen of late. Lifeform, looking at you, pal. That's alright. We've got the upper side of the crust of Europa and the lower side of the crust of Europa. So we've got buildings we can build, and we've got places for the colonists to stay. Here's a little shake ship right here, just ready to be built and ready to be put out there. It's quite interesting. If you don't like your shake ship, you can use the bag. It's a bag. It doesn't do anything exciting. It's just a bag. Player boards. Yeah, and you're expecting kind of normal colours, but one of the things you can see is they've really gone for the kind of the muted tones in the colours, which I kind of like, because I kind of like my reds and my yellows and my blues and my greens, but that's duck egg blue, and that's a nice colour. And as you can see, the player boards aren't that huge, so they're not going to be taking up a lot of table space. Various tokens, as you build stuff, you're going to be putting kind of tokens either above or below next to your player board. So we've got the upper ones, we've got the lower ones, and quite nicely they've kind of given them different shapes, which is kind of cool. So these are the ones that appear below the crust. Sensor stations and expedition hubs and crystal foundries, so they're quite nice. And then we've got the upper ones. So we've got our Scion Tower and our Snowcat Garage and our Explorers League. You know, we've not had a look at the rules yet, so I don't know what those things are for. But that's not for me. That's for Steve when he plays it. And he's going to give us a little write-up about that once he's had time to play it a couple of times. And you're just going to have to wait. Components themselves are quite nice. Somebody's not just gone for your normal components. You're looking at here is now this is based obviously on the funding at the time, because even though it was down for about $25,000 at the time, it did achieve kind of like 5 times its target. So it allowed them to do nice little things like what looks like this little medicine cabinet, which is all green because green is health, which means green is good. And then we've got little colonists, all different colours. Again, they're kind of matching your colours. So we've got our little red colonists, a little kind of purple. Now they look like leaders. They don't look like normal colonists, and they're a different colour from everything else. Turquoise colonists. Do like a bit of turquoise. Resources. Hexagonal blocks are always going to be resources. Either that, or if they're not hexagonal blocks, the little squares of clear glass amber. We don't mind this, just as long as there's not mosquitoes. Because where there's mosquitoes, there's invariably dinosaurs. Various trackers, and here we have trackers to track stuff, and the veritable first player token of hedgehogginess, I think. I'm not 100% sure. Tokens didn't find that funny, they just launched themselves off the couch as I was saying to that. Right. Bring it up, bring it up. More colonists. Nice, kind of like... Is that natural Hessian to you? That looks like natural Hessian to me. I don't know. This looks lovely. Tokens! Various tokens. I'm guessing you win these tokens as you go. To allow you for resources and stuff like that. As I say, we've not looked at the rules. This is just a lovely guess. More of these. See, the artwork's really, really nice. And it's really, really clear. And the one thing I always like about iconography is if it looks clear and if it looks nice, it means you're not going to be scrabbling about the rules all the time. These strike me, well, they've got an E on them, so I'm guessing it's potentially an event card. Let's have a look. Let's open it wild, live and direct. Yes, dress for the job you want. An acceleration program, a Snowcot squadron. The artwork, as you can see, is clear, crisp, and rather lovely. I do like it. I put these back in because I don't want them kind of be damaged. I want to make sure that Steve isn't disappointed when he opens up the box. More cards. Don't know what these are. I'm not going to guess either. And finally, the most unusual, beautiful, tertiary coloured dice I've ever seen in my life. We've got a lovely kind of off yellow here. We've got a duck egg blue. We've got a turquoise. We've got a kind of a burnt umber, would you say that? And then there's kind of like a delicious kind of purpley, kind of magento kind of colour. But the most important thing is, can you get it all back in the box? The answer to that, of course, is an emphatic yes. I mean, why wouldn't you be able to get it back in the box? And it all shuts with this fantastic lid. We'll make sure that we put links in the notes below. So if you want to find out more about the Artemis Project from Grand Gamers Guild, you can click the buttons below or the links below. But you can click the buttons as well. Knock yourself out. Hit the subscribe, potentially a like. Tell your friends about us. My name's Richard. This is We're Not Wizards. This is an overview. It's not the best job, but you know, it's the best I've got. Till the next time, stay safe, roll sixes, and make something awful like this.